The boy is a perverted voyeur. He loved to hide in the woods and spy on couples being intimate. Just as things got interesting, the boy ran away from the scene in terror, but he still couldn't quit his peeping habit. Like clockwork, he peeps at his neighbor undressing. This time she catches him red-handed. She forces him to drive her somewhere. When he tries to tag along, she shuts him down cold. Moments later, a man drenched in blood comes rushing out. Unexpectedly, the beautiful woman turned out to be a bloodthirsty vampire as well. Why is this town crawling with gorgeous vampires? And what fate awaits our young hero? Enough talk, let's dive into the story now. The blonde beauty wakes her lover beside her. She can't stop gushing about how amazing he was last night. Jack is so thrilled he bursts into giggles. But soon he realizes that all of this was just a dream he had. In reality, Jack is a timid loner who has been single for over 20 years, hopelessly crushing on the town beauty. Jack has a quick meal, then goes to work at the ice cream store. The boss told him to work late tonight. Jack immediately refused the request, saying he had a date with Lili tonight. They'd been friends since college. The boss laughed and called his bluff. He said not even Trump could make him believe Lili would be blind enough to date Jack. He challenged Jack to arrange their date at the ice cream parlor. Jack didn't even blink before saying no. The boss smirked, certain Jack was full of it. Jack shrugged and said she could believe it or not. Before work ended, he went to throw away trash. Kaka noticed him and mentioned the date, saying Lili and Jack weren't meant for each other. But Jack couldn't care less about others' opinions. He'd bike to Lili's place, only to discover her taking a cold shower in the bathroom. Too shy to go near, he sent her a text message. But soon his face flushed with anger and heat. Before he could get a good look, local thugs suddenly snatched his phone. These two goons were notorious for bullying others in town. Accusing him of secretly taking photos, they threw his phone away. Lili rushed over to check things out. Jack hastily explained that he was only sending a message. He reached for his phone as he spoke. Jack was heartbroken seeing his newly purchased iPhone 16 completely destroyed. Sensing trouble, the two bullies quickly ran away. Lili tried to comfort Jack, but he was too upset to care about anything else at the moment. That night, as Jack mourned his smashed phone, he glanced outside and noticed a beautiful woman had moved in next door without him realizing it earlier. She changed clothes with the curtains open, giving Jack a free show that left him staring without blinking.
I said dinner's ready.
Mom asked what he was doing. Caught red-handed, Jack blurted out, "The moonlight's too bright." Jack fooled his mom and turned off the light to keep watching the lady. To his shock, she stood at the window staring back at him. Jack was so terrified that he froze up. He rushed for dinner, where his father declared he wouldn't buy him a new phone. His father was sick of him being such a pushover and wanted Jack to stand up for himself. But his mom argued that violence was not the answer to problems. Just then, the doorbell unexpectedly rang. Jack rushed to check who it was and found the beautiful neighbor at the door. If she told his parents, G would be too ashamed to stay at home. As he stood there upset, his father yelled to open the door. Jack opened the door, prepared for the worst, but was surprised to see Lili. Puzzled, he asked if she'd seen anyone else around, but she just shook her head. Lili had come over to invite him to hang out. Jack deserved to be single. Lili brought up the incident, saying she trusted Jack wasn't filming her secretly. After all, in their years of friendship, he'd already seen her naked twice. Jack said he was drunk at the time and had no memory of it. They both went home after. Lili hinted she wanted to talk to Jack about something private. Suddenly, the woman from next door vanished into thin air. Noticing Jack's bizarre reaction, Lili asked, "What's wrong?" But Jack panicked and ran home. Jack went back to his bedroom and looked out. The woman was still there, staring at him.
We need to talk.
How did you...
Startled by her teleportation, Jack grabbed a weapon to defend himself and asked how she had entered his home. The woman remained calm and said her name was Mia and she had moved here not long ago. Jack couldn't care less. He was terrified his parents would find out. He rushed to show her the door, but Mia stopped him and said she needed someone with a car to drive her around to several places. "Help me and I'll stay quiet about your peeping." Jack hadn't earned enough for his car insurance yet. What if they crashed? He had no insurance. He refused to agree to Mia's conditions. In response, Mia threatened to expose him as a perverted voyeur to everyone around them. Jack reluctantly drove his car out in secret. Upon arrival, Mia took the car keys to prevent Jack from running away, then mysteriously disappeared into the building. Curiosity got the better of Jack. As he stepped out, he saw the doorman frantically running out, screaming for help. To everyone's shock, Mia was revealed to be a bloodthirsty vampire. Jack was terrified after seeing it all. As he finally wrenched the door open to flee, Mia suddenly blocked his path and ordered him to get back in the car. On the way back, Jack repeatedly insisted he would never tell anyone about tonight. He begged that their paths never cross again, But Mia had other plans. Either he'd continue serving her, or she'd drain him dry. Sometimes in life you just have to back down. Besides, serving Mia had its perks, like the farewell kiss before they parted. The next day, Jack's mother woke him up, saying his father needed to talk to him. He went out to ask around. His father demanded, "Why is there blood on the windshield?" Stumped for answers, Jack was saved when Mia appeared and became their new neighbor. "Last night I heard a loud crash and rushed out to check what happened and saw a deer had hit your car windshield. But the deer wasn't quite dead and somehow limped away." Then she brought up car insurance and offered to pay for this month's premium as compensation. She asked Jack to be her driver for a few days in return. Jack and his father readily accepted the deal. Later at Jack's workplace where he was working, Jack's friend Martin came to him asking for a huge favor: help him win over Lili, the girl of his dreams. Martin confessed that after graduation, Lili had invited him for an unforgettable night, but he chickened out and stood her up in the end. He regrets it deeply whenever he thinks about that night. With her figure and face, anyone would be mesmerized. Finding out Lili once had feelings for Martin, Jack, timid as ever, backed off and offered to help set up a date with her. That evening, Jack kept his promise to Mia and drove her to a warehouse as they had agreed earlier. This time, Jack seemed more relaxed, taking in his surroundings curiously.
Oh my God!
Mia got back in the car, still savoring the taste of fresh blood. Jack was so terrified that he lost his soul. It took him a long time to recover. Back home, Jack cleaned the car window thoroughly, went inside silently, and lay on his bed pondering the meaning of his existence. Mia insisted they needed to talk, then began revealing her long-buried past. Mia was turned into a vampire when she was 16 and is now about 247 years old. Her beloved master was killed in 1890 when he refused to join. A vampire clan had tried to force him to join their ranks. When he refused, they hunted him down and murdered him together. Over time, this powerful group of vampires dispersed and moved to different locations. Only a few vampires stayed in Jack's town. Mia came here for one purpose: to track down and kill those who murdered her master, so all the ones she killed before were vampires. Jack's face lit up. "Oh, you're just killing vampires. That's all you had to say." He wouldn't have to live in fear anymore. Then he asked which vampire to hunt tomorrow. Mia left without saying anything. 2 days later, Jack was woken from his steamy dream by a kick. He woke to see Martin there. Martin was bubbling with excitement about his weekend date with Lili. He hoped Jack could help him with the date. He'd already figured out how to make his move with her. Jack said nothing, lost in troubled thoughts. Later, he invited Lili to an ice cream shop to chat. The shop owner was amazed that this guy could date such a beauty and was impressed. That night, Jack drove Mia out for another revenge trip. On the way, Jack asked if vampires would be tough to kill. Mia dismissed them as low-level offspring, each one more useless. "Except for that woman, though. That woman has been hiding from me for centuries, and my master died at her hands." Mia vowed to find her and inflict the worst torture. She was determined to make her enemy beg for death. Jack didn't feel any fear at all now. He even wanted a front-row seat to the next vampire kill. He then followed her into a building. Perhaps sensing the presence of prey, Mia instructed Jack to stay hidden. She entered the dark basement and looked around. Soon, an elderly security guard showed up. Jack sneaked after them, only to witness the guard fire 2 shots directly at Mia. The guard thought it was all over, but when he looked down, he found that Mia's body was gone. He turned nervously and was sent straight to hell. Without savoring her kill, Mia rushed to check on Jack instead, concerned about his condition. She cried out desperately, "Wake up!" Turns out they weren't shot at all. They'd been faking it the entire time. The next day, Jack arrived at the ice cream shop for work. Kaka casually approached him, saying her friend's band was performing and she had bought 2 tickets specially, asking if he would like to go with her to the show. Kaka was clearly into him, but Jack claimed he might not have time. Kaka understood his rejection and walked away with a look of sadness. That night, Jack showed up as promised to help Martin win Lili's heart over. The 3 had awkward small talk. Feeling like an awkward third wheel, Jack thought about leaving first. But Lili and Martin both insisted he stay. Lili went to the bathroom to avoid the uncomfortable scene. Right on cue, Mia walked in claiming she needed Jack for something urgent and whisked him away. This was Jack's plan all along, as he didn't want to be a third wheel anymore. Once outside the restaurant, Mia asked what was going on. Jack said he had liked Lili since freshman year, but she seemed to have always had feelings for Martin instead. So he chose to help them become a couple. Later that evening, Mia, curious about Jack's job, wanted to visit his ice cream shop. However, Jack was eager to flee the place as he spotted 2 customers outside who were bullies that had tormented him for years. Forcing Jack to stand up for himself, Mia deliberately provoked the bullies before stepping back to watch the show. The infuriated bullies immediately launched their attack on Jack. Within 5 seconds, Jack was already lying on the ground, howling in agony. Mia came behind him and gave him a quick fighting lesson. Despite getting his face bruised, he managed to successfully land a punch on the bully's kidney. Jack finally tasted sweet victory. Now Jack wasn't just growing a backbone, he had a gorgeous woman at his side, a classic zero-to-hero transformation. Then Jack and Mia got into the car. Seeing Jack's bruised state, Mia took off her necklace and gave him the liquid inside, telling him to drink it as it worked better than any injury medicine. After Jack drank it, Mia finally revealed it was her blood.
Am I gonna be a vampire now?
No.
That night, Jack was lost in a fantasy about to reach the climactic moment. Suddenly, Mia appeared beside him asking if he needed help. Why refuse a free opportunities? Just then, Jack's dad walked in, creating an instantly awkward situation. His father pretended not to notice and left, but the mood was ruined and Jack lost interest in going on. The truth was he couldn't forget Lili, so he rushed Mia out the door. The next day, his father gave him a knowing smile, already dreaming about grandchildren by next year. Jack left silently and bumped into a nervous Martin outside. Martin shouted that he really needed to get a phone soon. Last night was terrible. Lili confessed to me.
Likes the looks of me, and whatever it is she likes about you.
Martin desperately wanted Lili to fall for him again and begged Jack for help. Meanwhile, at the clothing store, Lili was hanging clothes when she saw a customer and hurried over to ask if they needed help. Maya turned around at the sound. Meanwhile, Kaka, thrilled about Jack's escapades last night, exclaimed with excitement, "Forget about those other women." She asked him to see a band with her. Jack had no choice but to agree with him. That night, Dad asked Jack about his plans. Jack told the truth. His father was also a bit confused by this. He used to think his son was just an unpopular loser. But now he's such a player. He immediately warned his son that if he set his sights on too many people, he might end up with none of them in the end. I know, Jack muttered as he headed out the door. Before leaving, Jack glanced over at the neighbor's place, surprised to find Mia wasn't in her bedroom. Confused, he moved to the living room window and was shocked to see Lili inside for some reason, sharing drinks with Mia. When did they become such close friends? Jack was completely baffled by this. Before he understood why, the two went to the bedroom. Jack rushed home to spy through his window, only to find the women in an intimate embrace. Meanwhile, Kaka was waiting for Jack to show up. But as the event was winding down, there was still no sign of him. The next day, Jack hid in his car watching next door until he saw Lili leaving at dawn. He never imagined things would take such a devastating turn. Maya shows up and asks if he liked his show last night. Jack angrily asks her why she had to mess with Lili. Maya says she was just testing if Lili was truly loyal to him. But clearly, she's not even close to being right for you. Despite knowing Mia meant to help him, Jack couldn't stand seeing Lili treated that way. He threatens to expose her as a vampire. But Mia quickly shuts him down with a chilling warning. Knowing he's no match for Mia but desperate to protect Lili from her manipulation, Jack runs to Martin, promising to help him win Lili's heart with all his effort. He grabs Martin's phone and sends a text message to Lili. He confirms the message, then leaves. Later, Jack walks into the ice cream shop and quits his job, telling his boss he has urgent matters to attend to. He walks away coolly, but just outside, Kaka stops him in his tracks. She asks where he was last night. Jack apologizes and says he forgot about it. She responds by punching him really hard. Later, Jack finds Lili after looking around town. They share everything with each other. Lili mentions that Martin asked her out again. But to be honest, Martin is not exactly the ideal boyfriend material. Jack perks up, eagerly asking if she's going to say yes. After thinking for a moment, Lili said she would probably go. Jack rushed home and convinced his mother to buy him a cell phone on the sly. With everything nearly set, it was time to give Martin some intensive coaching. Despite his decent appearance, Martin was hopelessly clueless on the inside and had absolutely no idea how to pursue women. So Jack gave Martin a crash course in dating basics. That night, Martin and Lili had a date at a fancy place. Playing it safe, Martin wore an earpiece the entire time. He repeated what Jack told him to say, even explaining why he had to wear the earpiece. Lili didn't seem to mind it. Their enjoyable dinner time came to an end now. Lili asked with a pleased smile, "Where to now?" Jack wanted to take Martin home, but Martin thought the woods would be a better place to go. Fearing more trouble, Jack hurried after them only to find Lili wasn't upset at all, but was actually getting intimate with Martin on her own initiative. Jack was utterly shocked by this. Lili was actually a vampire too. He was shocked. Jack fled the scene in a state of panic. Lili ran after him, saying she hadn't killed Martin but only helped him transform to gain longer life. Martin can now fulfill his soccer dreams, she said. She asked if Jack wanted the same. Jack refused without hesitation. Seeing Jack's reaction, Lili explained she did this to help Martin achieve his dream and to finally share her hidden secret with Jack, whom she had feelings for. She hadn't shared this secret with anyone for centuries. Her feelings for Jack made her show her true self. Recalling the female vampire Mia had mentioned earlier, Jack suddenly realized that Lili was the one who had killed Mia's master. He urged her to pack up her things and leave town quickly. When Jack got home, he was shocked to find Mia already knew about Lili, and tonight she planned to have her revenge. Jack was unwilling to help her. Maya made her threat clear: "Help me or you will die." Meanwhile, Lili arrived at Jack's door. Before entering, she made sure to send the now awakened Martin away. He gasped, saying this feeling was amazing. He is destined to become the king of football. Mid-conversation, the ice cream shop owner suddenly jumped out, shouting that he had heard everything Lili and Ag said and would tell everyone about this matter. He was suddenly tackled to the ground and bitten wildly. Then Lili hurried into Jack's place. The two women were about to fight fiercely. Jack didn't want Lili to get hurt.
Yo!
Mia stood there unfazed and untouchable. Lili attacked first, but after just a few exchanges, she found herself completely immobilized. Mia seethed with rage. "You killed my master and destroyed everything I had." Lili tries to explain there's been a misunderstanding, but Mia won't hear it. Jack rushes over to separate them, but gets immediately shoved away from the fight. Mia states only one of us leaves here alive. Disgusted by Jack's interference, Mia unsheathes her dagger to finish Lili, but she underestimates Lili and loses. "Go ahead and kill me if you have the courage," Mia snarls. "Or I swear I'll avenge my master." "I'm not gonna kill you," Lili says softly. She wants Mia to learn the truth. "The truth is my leader was brutal, and to expand his forces, he forcibly recruited my clan and transformed all vampires into frenzied, bloodthirsty lunatics who lost control of themselves." Lili refused to be corrupted by them, but lacked the power to resist. That day, the leader tried to recruit a new vampire who turned out to be Mia's master. Lili confided to Mia's master that she was forced into it. Moved by compassion, Mia's master shared blood with Lili, then sacrificed to ensure her escape. Now Lili remains the only survivor of her bloodline, completely alone, with no one left in the world. Knowing the truth, Mia felt deeply sorry and proposed they create a new family. Watching the two vampires together, Martin shouted excitedly, "This is exactly the kind of melodramatic ending I live for." Jack was deeply troubled though. Being the only human in a room full of vampires left him feeling out of place. Later, Lili and the others hastily packed, explaining they needed to leave town and rebuild their vampire lineage elsewhere. They bid Jack farewell reluctantly. Just then, the boss, now a vampire, emerged inside. Life surprising, like a hot dog, you never know what's inside. He never thought he'd end up as a vampire himself, but now he had to join the group to expand their clan. The ice cream shop needed a manager, so he simply gave the store to Jack as a gift. Then he got into the car excitedly. The next morning, Jack woke up convinced that last night's events were just a dream, but everything that had happened was completely real. Jack rushed downstairs and told his parents he wanted to be a writer. His father thought he was joking and asked what he could write about with his uneventful life.
Vampires.
Vampires?
Jack nodded and agreed. It is a love story between two female vampire lovers. He quickly rushed out the door. At the ice cream shop, Jack caught up with an eye-rolling Kaka, begging for a chance to explain himself. And just like that, they became a couple. Then the movie just ends. This film makes you feel like you're in the wrong movie. Where's the horror we expected? Why is it a small-town love story? The convoluted plot leads to an absurdly cliched ending after many twists and turns, making the whole thing completely nonsensical. I bet the writer would laugh at this too. The only thing that brings joy to the entire film is the actress's excellent appearance and physique. Can a vampire actually kill another vampire by biting them? I mean, is that really possible? They didn't drain the blood. That's all for my review today, folks. Thanks for watching. If you liked my review, please sub to my channel. Your support means so much to me. Thank you. See you next time.